All right, guys, it's Sebastian, host of Ninth Island Connection, your one-stop resource for all things Vegas. We are a weekly lifestyle television show. Check out the description below so that you can see how you can watch our television show wherever you are. Also, be sure to hit us up on social media. We're on Instagram, we're on Threads, we're Snapchat, Facebook, we're everywhere with Ninth Island Connection. We also go live every Wednesday between noon and 1 p.m. Vegas time, where we bring you an update on what to expect that upcoming weekend. So we go live on Wednesday and we share what's going on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday if it's a long weekend. And we're talking sports, construction, news, anything going on in Vegas that weekend so that you can have the best possible experience on your trip. Now, Las Vegas is an extremely popular destination for New Year's Eve, and that's because there's so much going on here. In this video, we're covering all of the events happening on New Year's Eve in Las Vegas, as well as what you can expect if you just happen to be here over the New Year's weekend. We've experienced New Year's Eve on the Strip, and let me tell you, it's a blast. And everything that we're sharing with you is from first-hand experience. It is so much fun, but definitely keep in mind that Las Vegas on New Year's Eve is a different Vegas than you may be used to. Las Vegas Boulevard gets shut down, and you can actually walk on the street. They do beef up security, of course, including barricades along Las Vegas Boulevard, glass bottles, metal cans, bottles, strollers, bags larger than 12 by 12 by 6 are not allowed outside of any of the casino properties. Also, if you're coming with children, minors are not allowed on the Strip without a parent. Expected to be busy everywhere. When I say everywhere, I mean inside, outside, the roads, restaurant, everything is going to be busy and it is crowded. So what does this mean for you? You're going to want to make sure that you make reservations well in advance for any restaurants that you're trying to get into. If you're looking to get a taxi or rideshare, you definitely want to do so well in advance and expect to wait, as well as pay more than usual. They are going to have surge pricing. However, the city has partnered with Zero Fatalities and Lyft for a $5 discount for New Year's Eve. Now, the code that you're going to want to enter is NYESAFERIDE23. NYE Safe Ride 23. That's also going to be in the description just in case you miss it here. There are also going to be road closures around the Strip, including the I-15 at Flamingo in both directions, starting at 5 p.m. Plus, with Las Vegas Boulevard being shut down by 8 p.m., it's really going to make it challenging to get to places after that time. If you can walk, do it, or utilize the free trams or the monorail. Hopefully, they really do get rid of all of the F1 structures and construction by then, which would make it a little bit easier to get around town. You can also expect it to be cold, so make sure you have a coat. And like I mentioned earlier, with all of the stuff shut down, expect to be walking around, so you're going to want to make sure that you have comfortable shoes. And the Wi-Fi is going to be a little bit slower because there are so many people here out and about using the free Wi-Fi. Now, let's get into the entertainment and events. Las Vegas always has its regular lineup of shows, and here are the ones that will be taking place on New Year's Eve on the Strip. Let's start with Blue Man Group over at the Luxor. Then you have Dita Von Teese at Horseshoe. You've got Tape Face at MGM. You've got Postcard from Earth at the Sphere. Thunder from Down Under is going to be over at Excalibur. You've got Wow over at the Rio. You also have Penn and Teller over at the Rio. RuPaul's Drag Race over at Flamingo. Cirque's O at Bellagio. Ka at MGM. And Love at Mirage. You're also going to have X Country at Harrah's. Jabberwockies at MGM. David Copperfield is going to be doing his thing over at MGM. America's Got Talent over at Luxor. Shin Lim over at Mirage. Terry Fader at New York, New York. Spiegelworld's Opium at Cosmopolitan, and Absinthe is going to be right outside of Caesars. Now, they also have special packages for both of those shows. Of course, being that it's Vegas, there are going to be tons of additional entertainers coming into Vegas to ring in the new year. Here's what you can expect. The Black Eyed Peas are going to be over at the Venetian. That's going to be on the 30th and 31st. Demi Lovato over at Revive. Christina Aguilera is going to be at the Voltaire over at Venetian. Bruno Mars is going to be at the Dolby Theater. That's going to be on December 30th and 31st. And he also locks up cell phones, so you cannot have a cell phone in that event. Kelly Clarkson is going to be at the Back Theater. That's going to be on December 30th and 31st. Post Malone is going to be over at the Fontainebleau. Now, he's the first entertainment. He's the first big show happening at Fontainebleau, so that's going to be pretty awesome. You've got Luke Bryan over at Resorts World Las Vegas. Lil Jon is going to be at Jewel Nightclub. Chris Brown is going to be over at Aria Andres. This one is also going to have a party bus package to go along with it, so that's a little extra special bonus there for New Year's Eve. Gimme Gimme Disco is going to be over at the Brooklyn Bowl, and you can expect the Link Promenade to be crazy busy. So if you're heading to Brooklyn Bowl for that show, you want to go early. Resorts World Las Vegas is going to have Forever Midnight. That's going to be a live techno and house music party. That's on the 30th and 31st. In addition to music, there are going to be some other events happening here in Vegas. You've got John Oliver and Seth Meyers over at the Coliseum. You've got comedy at Planet Hollywood. Deep Stack New Year's Extravaganza Poker over at the Venetian. Now, New Year's Eve is also known for parties, and this is Vegas after all, right? So you can expect that Las Vegas is going to go big for the last day of 2023. And of course, the clubs are all hosting parties. And here's what you can expect if nightclubs is your thing. Chainsmokers are going to be at Excess Nightclub, Bottomless Bottles over at Koi, Cascade at Zouk, that's at Resorts World Las Vegas. Steve Aoki, who's a Las Vegas local, is going to be over at Omnia. Pauly D over at the Marquee, he's a local as well. OT Genesis is going to be over at Tao. Hakkasan is going to have New Year's Eve packages as well. There's also going to be packages that you could find online that are going to provide a club crawl. So check that one out if you just want to pop in and out of a bunch of different spots. In addition to the music and drinks, some of these clubs are going to be hosting pool parties. And yes, don't worry about it, these pools are going to be heated. So if your idea of ringing in the new year is a Vegas pool party, of course you're going to be able to do it. This is going to be Marquee, Encore Beach Club, Tao, that's another one that's going to be free. So check them out if that's your thing. Now, also expect there to be some changes when it comes to some of the regular restaurants and bars on the Strip. This is going to be similar to Super Bowl, where many places require paid reservations or some other sort of party package to be purchased. Several of these places also provide great views of the fireworks right on the Strip. Some of the places on the Strip hosting New Year's Eve parties are Hard Rock Cafe, that's going to be live music and an open bar package. Margaritaville, the Rainforest Cafe, Foundation Room at Mandalay Bay, Bubba Gump. Bubba Gump is having a party on New Year's Eve, that's right. Carlos and Charlie's over there at Flamingo, that's a really fun spot any day of the year. On the Record, that's over at Park MGM. Brooklyn Bridge, outside of New York, they're going to be having a party out there. And of course, Beer Park. Now, the biggest show on the Strip is going to be the fireworks. Now, this is known as America's Party. This is an 8-minute display of fireworks, and it is absolutely amazing. They fire them off of 8 rooftops along the Strip, including the MGM Grand, Aria, Planet Hollywood, Caesars Palace, Treasure Island, Venetian, Resorts World Las Vegas, and closing it out at the Strat. Regardless of how you spend your New Year's Eve here in Vegas, this is a must. Now, some of the other places that you're going to want to celebrate may be downtown. Fremont Street is crazy busy on New Year's Eve for their Time of Your Life festival. This typically is free to watch. It's great music, and you can enjoy the chaos of the Fremont Street experience. However, for New Year's Eve, it is going to cost $60 per person to be a part of the fun downtown. The festivities do kick off at 6 p.m. and it's only open to those 21 and older. Some of the performances downtown this year, you're going to have the 3rd Street Stage hosting Third Eye Blind and Beach Weather. Main Street Stage, you're going to have Big, Gigantic, Trays and Eddie Forbes. The first street stage is going to be Black Street, Kid and Play, Tone Loc, and Young MC. For the first time, there's going to be a silent disco as well. There's going to be 3 DJs competing, and guests can listen through wireless headphones. This is going to be at the Casino Center stage. The Plaza is also going to have their annual fireworks display to celebrate the new year. Some of the other events that are going to be happening downtown, you've got Delirious Comedy at the Downtown Grand. You've got Defected over at Disco Pussy. That's on East Fremont side. 18 Bin in the Arts District is going to be hosting a party. The Legacy Club over at Circa is hosting a party. The Troy Lounge at Golden Nugget is also going to be hosting a party. You might be looking to get off of the Strip for New Year's Eve here in Vegas so that it's less chaotic and a little bit less expensive. If you're looking to get off of the Strip, here are some ideas that you may want to take advantage of. Soul Food Tour and Party Bus, New Year's Eve Masquerade over at Area 15, which is just an awesome spot to check out. April Wine and 5 Voltage over at Santa Fe Station. You've got Rhythm Nation at Aliante, the Bronx Wanderers and Spasmatics over at South Point, In Effect over at Samstown, Front Page over at Suncoast, Studio 24 over at the Starbase Las Vegas, Empire Records at Red Rock, Live Music and DJ over at Green Valley Ranch, live music over at Palace Station, Red Corvette, a Prince tribute band over at Sunset Station. Boulder Station has a DJ and $30 all-you-can-drink beer. I might pop in for that one. There's also a fireworks display at 9 p.m. over at the Las Vegas Motor Speedway. Now, of course, guys, this is Vegas, and the one thing that you can bet on and win every single time is that change is constant. So by the time you're watching this, something's probably going to be added, something might even be canceled. So be sure to tune into our weekly live update every single Wednesday between noon and 1 p.m. Vegas time so that we can keep you up to date on what's going on in Vegas, as well as give you New Year's Eve updates as they come in. Also, make sure that you look into any event that you may be going to. They're all going to have different policies on what you can bring in, whether you can have a phone, the size of a bag that you have, all of those things there. So be sure to look into your event, not the venue. So for example, if you're going to go see Bruno Mars locks up phones. That's his policy, his management team's policy, not necessarily that of Park MGM. Whereas when Usher plays there, you can have a phone. That's his team's decision. So you want to look at the event itself and not the venue. That's a wrap on this one, guys. We want to hear from you. Will you be coming to Vegas for New Year's Eve? Have you ever been? Let us know what you guys are thinking and share it in the comments below. Don't forget, give us a like, subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. If this is your first time on our channel, take some time to look around. All we do is bring you Vegas, and you're interested in Vegas. That's why you're watching this. We appreciate you guys so much. Hours a day, 7 days a week, in a city that never sleeps, Ninth Island Connection will take you there. You won't want to miss a beat as we give you a sneak peek inside the biggest, best, and most outrageous hotspots, both on and off the Strip. Be sure to tune in to Ninth Island Connection with Sebastian Rodriguez every week. Great people, great stories, great connections, only on Ninth Island Connection.